Okay, here we go. For 2B, we're going to need to understand the funnel. And I've talked about it in phase 1, but I'm going to repeat some of this stuff because now we're getting into the nitty gritty of actually getting it done. You're starting to do a lot more homework. So here's a full breakdown of that acquisition funnel. Okay. This is the architecture. Everything else is execution. So I'm showing you the architecture on how things are going to work from top to bottom. Okay. Phase 2A builds the traffic. So I showed you in phase 2A all of the traffic content things that we're going to need, right? But a little bit more of that traffic comes from the second part, which is building the machine of that traffic. You're going to have Rico, which is like your CRM, your automations, your booking, your email sequences, and your conversion agent, okay? That's going to be very important. Phase 2C will close the sale. So we'll do that in phase 2C, okay? This video shows how they connect. One diagram, every piece of your business in the proper place. All right, so you're getting traffic, content, DMs, ads, referrals, challenges, whatever it is. Traffic sends people into Skool, the free community. You capture the lead. They come into your world. Okay? Then that gets captured by Rico. Ideally, Rico, or if you want to store it manually, that's fine, but it's going to be a lot of work. I spent the last 10 years, and like I told you, thousands of dollars trying to figure out how to capture everything and have it automated. But just letting you know, it gets captured by Skool, and then you have to manually or automatically have it all together. And then booking, you got to book the person into a call. And then from that call, you get on the call, and then you close the call, which is the end. You send them the Stripe link, they pay it, and you're done. Okay? You don't control who sees you. You control the volume. So your organic content, your traffic, right? We're talking about traffic. Your organic content, story reels, carousels, DMs, they all built in phase 2A, free, high trust. Now, you can go for paid ads. Facebook, Instagram ads. You amplify what already works organically. Okay? We're going to cover that more. Okay? Referrals. You already have clients or even friends, family members, send them your stuff. You need to have an engine of referrals, okay? Ideally, that needs to get built out for you. And then challenges. Run 5 days. Run not only challenges, but these are lead magnets, what we talked about in the last phase of 2A, okay? So all those challenges and all those lead magnets need to bring in traffic, okay? So Skool catches them. Rico converts them. Skool, free community, zero barrier to join. They answer the questions, not 4, but 3. The data gets captured, name, phone number, or the name is you're already getting it from when they sign in. This needs to change here. So this is going to be 3 questions. 3 question join. Do you capture name, phone, email, goals? Okay? That's very important for you to capture. And that gets captured by Skool. Okay? Data. Then they see your content inside of the community. Trust builds before a call is even mentioned. So you can just, in the Skool community, under the videos like you see here, you'll see that there's a booking call. Then Rico captures them, which is another layer. Join data flows in via webhooks or Zapier. That's technical terms, but again, from experience, all you need to do is just have it all automated. Skool members tag get automatically applied to everybody. Welcome sequence fires immediately. Like when I have my Rico, it just automates everything. The nurture sequences of emails, the pipelines, everything. Okay, now it starts to convert those people for you and follow up for them with you. Follow up with them for you. Okay, now booking turns interest into commitment. They say, you know what? I want to go the next step. The call turns commitment into a client. So little by little, after the call, now that person says, you know what? I'll pay you for what you're offering me. So the booking is layer 4. Call link is delivered in an email sequence or a text sequence or a WhatsApp. Pre-call questionnaire qualifies them first. The 4-touch reminder system fires automatically. These are automated systems for your CRM, texting that person, reminding them about the call so you don't get no-showed. You can also do that manually, but I'm advising that you have all of that automated. Personal voice notes from you 30 minutes later after booking. Okay, that show rate goes up. You want that show rate to be very important. So eventually we're going to have KPIs that you're going to see, which is you're going to build these, which is how many people did I book on a call? Or how many leads did I get? How many of those leads booked the call? How many of those showed up for the call? How many of those that showed up for the call actually, you know what? That gives me an idea. Let me just show you mine. Let me see here. Blaze Camp. Everything Blaze Camp business structure. Yeah. So here, I'll just give you an idea. These are the leads that are coming in. Leads with phone number, leads that were booked, leads that showed, leads that closed, leads that exited, or people that exited the program, the total clients, and then what we collected that week. So I can have all of my numbers in ad spend. How much did I spend that week in ads? How much I spent in software? How much I spent in salary? How much I paid in commission? How much are my total leads? My salesperson made $600 this week. Not bad, okay? And they only work like 4 hours a day, all right? So total leads, cost per lead, number of sales, customer acquisition cost. So it cost me $354 to get a client at the level that I'm working with right now. My book percentage, my show percentage, and my closing percentage. So you have to understand, if I'm selling packages at a very high amount, or I'm selling packages at a very low amount, or I'm doing payment plans, like for example, this package is $400 for 6 weeks. That's what we're selling at the beginning for this Blaze Camp model, because my community is all Spanish community. So usually the value tiers are much lower. If you're in an English community, or you're selling to the English market, you can upgrade this. It's probably double the amount of the money, okay? And then if I do a payment plan, I do 7 payments of $59 that they have to finish. So they'll pay $413 for the program. Now, the way the math works is now we can keep and sustain that. What I'm showing you is that you're going to need to track all these things, and those things start with what I'm talking about, which is right here. The booking. You see how it says the show target? That's what we're talking about. Then we close them, and we're going to have a closing percentage. That's the sales framework that I'm going to show you after, okay? So the idea of the full loop is content. You create it, you post it, you have it follow up on people, ads, everything. Then they get sent to Skool. Then Rico collects them, tries to help you out in booking and showing and everything. You get on your call, and then you sell, okay? After the sale, results, testimonials, content, new traffic. The machine is self-fueling, okay? Real numbers, not aspirational. If you make 1,000 impressions, 10% join Skool. So you have 100 members, Skool members. Like you need to create what this looks like for you. So if 100 Skool members joined, 30% booked. Ideally, that's a good percentage that booked from the ones who joined. Then calls, or the 30% book a call, so 30, right? 75% of those showed, so that'll be 22 people actually got on the call, okay? And out of those 22, 30% close rate is pretty good, 7 new clients. At $1,000 a client, which you can sell for $1,000 for 3 months, you can sell $1,000 for 2 months. You can do it however you want. You got to test your pricings for your avatar and what you're doing and your own confidence, okay? Then it's $7,000 revenue. And this is now recurring for you because you know how the system works for you. You don't need more luck. You need to pull the right levers. So more traffic, post more content, start DMs earlier, run ads, launch a challenge, launch the lead magnets, call the leads right away, like making, or not call the leads right away, just get post ads that doubles leads at every layer below. So the more traffic you get, the more the layers below are going to benefit. Now, let's say you get a lot of traffic, but your show rate is pretty bad. They're not really booking. They're not really showing up to the call. So you add voice note reminders. You have better pre-call questionnaires. You have better confirmation emails, confirmation text messages. So the idea is if you go from 60 to 80 people, or 80%, that's 33% more revenue, which is going to be huge for you. If you are getting people on the call, but you're not really closing them, then you need to get better at the sale. Better discovery call, better discovery questions on the call, handle the objections that they have really good. That's ideally better for you and gets you more revenue. But this is basically the levers that you're going to be able to pull. If you're not getting enough traffic, pull the traffic lever. If people are not booking, go with moving everything that helps them book more. If you're not closing the sales, move the lever that helps you close the sales. Learn more about sales and all of that stuff. And then if it's just not enough money, then lever prices, better positioning, stronger value stack, all of those things, which I'm going to help you develop that when we give you the call framework, okay? If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. So you have to measure these numbers, all right? Before the next video, screenshot that 5-layer funnel diagram or pull it yourself and write it out on your own. Put it above your desk. That's this. This right here. Screenshot this. Or create your own and put it above your desk. I need to get traffic. I need to send them to school. I need to capture that information so that they get booked. I need to book them, and then I need to close them. That's going to be the beginning, okay? That's going to be your funnel. So get to work on that. Now, write your current conversion rate at each layer. I'm getting this much traffic per week. I'm getting these many leads per week that are texting me. Like, write all that out. Even if it's a guess, you'll refine it over time. Now, identify which layer is your current weakest points, and that's your phase 2B priority. So what I'm making this video for is that you understand where in these we're having a problem. Am I having a problem at making content and getting impressions? Like, I'm not getting a lot of impressions? That's a problem. I need more traffic. Okay? Do I have a problem in people joining the school members? Then I need to go ahead and go into my about page because I'm getting the traffic, but maybe this about page that you have right here is just not converting as good. So then you would need to go, my recommendation would be, for example, go to another community. Yep, there you go. So then I can go to School Speedrun, for example. And then I go to their about page. You see? Boom. Use one of these. And then look, that's pretty cool. Now this guy, 12,000 members, Ryan Duncan's a G. So very, very good. He knows these things work. And I'm saying there's a lot of communities you can look at for inspiration to help you put that together. And that'll be for the conversion of the people getting into your community. Now, after they get into your community, if they're not booking, then you fix that part. And little by little, you're gonna be able to fix everything that you need. All right? So get to work on that. Let's go to the next video.